What's going on? This is Marcus, and in today's video, we're going to talk about this extra paycheck that we got and how we plan on using it. So, we're going to go through the numbers, what the extra paycheck total was, and where we're going to put that money to use. As always, if you're interested in following my debt free journey and learning a little bit about finance, I definitely invite you to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button because it'll help the channel grow. So, as you all who watch my channel are familiar with, I plan my budget based on 24 pay periods in a year. Actually, there's 26. As we all know, there's 2 months out of the year where we get a third paycheck. Now, just historically, a little bit of how this came into fruition was just dumb luck. I just planned my budget and I forgot to technically account for those extra paycheck months. When I was doing my annual budget a few videos ago, I did a quarterly update, first quarter goals, kind of where I was. Of course, some of the goals, as always, I wasn't on target to hit. So here's an opportunity to play catch up. So let's dive right into the numbers. So the total amount of the additional paycheck that we got for the month of April was $6,485. That's the extra paycheck. So of course, 10% of that, $648.50, we're gonna give. So that's out the door. Another $250 was spent on auto repairs. And I'm about to tell you something that I learned when you pay off your vehicles. When you pay off your vehicles, I maybe said this in the video before, but when you pay off your vehicles, you actually get repairs done because you know you need them done, not because a light came on in your car. So I knew I needed this work done on my vehicle. I knew I needed new brakes on the vehicle. I purchased the brakes last month, and this month I'm actually going to go ahead and get them fixed. So that's going to run me $250 to replace all four. One of the goals that I had set for 2021 for the calendar year was to contribute an extra $2,400 this year to my son's college fund, to his 529 plan. Of course, when I did the first quarter update, I should have just automated it to make things easier, but I was being hard headed and I didn't automate it. So I was nowhere near hitting that goal. So to catch up, we're going to contribute $1,100 towards his 529 college fund. That'll put us halfway towards our goal. I don't know if it was a goal, but a sinking fund that I knew was coming around the pipe was for vacation. We do plan on traveling in December, going to Hawaii. That's going to cost us about $4,500 to get everybody there, airfare, hotel, and the whole nine. And we already kind of got the spending money allocated, so that's not really going to be that big of a deal. Essentially what we do is if we travel during the month of December, the kids just kind of know that, hey, this is y'all holiday gift. This is a part of y'all holiday gift. So we go a little light on the gifts. I talked about this before in the video that I did regarding holiday budget, where we typically give them 3 gifts. Something they need, something they want, and something to read. So we'll probably do that this year and then use the remainder of the sinking fund that we set aside for Christmas towards spending money when we are in Hawaii in December. And so this vacation fund, we put $2,500 into this vacation fund. And the last thing that we allocated money to was $1,000 towards spring break. The kids are out of school this week. My daughter is going to New Jersey somewhere or another to an amusement park with friends, and of course my son is going to want to do some things. We'll probably eat out, dine out a few times. I mean, hey, it's the kids' spring break. We aren't going to do anything too big, but they are fortunate enough that we do have some things kind of scheduled for them. So we're going to allocate $1,000 towards any additional costs that we incur during the spring break period. I don't anticipate spending the entire $1,000, but it's there just in case. So the entire extra paycheck that we got during the month of April, we allocated $5,498.50. That gives us a remainder of $986.50. It's only 2 places that additional money can go. Either I'm going to use it to contribute additional towards the student loan payment for this month. That'll put us easily that'll put us easily over $4,000, which will be a really big payment. Or in the alternative, the other option is to just take that $986 and put it into our emergency fund, because that emergency fund, like you said, we're trying to grow it. We're trying to fund it to $20,000 this calendar year, and that'll give us a big boost. I'm not really sure which way I'm going to go yet. I'm leaning towards the emergency fund, because this is kind of where I am with the emergency fund. If everything goes according to plan and I hit the $20,000 goal as we near the end of the calendar year, I talked about this a little bit in some previous videos when I talked about my emergency fund. If I hit my emergency fund goal of $20,000 near the end of the calendar year, depending on where I am in the student loans, I will be willing to consider taking a portion of that money to pay towards the student loan if I needed to get me across the finish line of reaching my goal of paying off $37,000 this calendar year towards my student loan. So, in short, that's kind of where we are. That's where we went with the budget. Let me know how you all allocated the additional paycheck that you all got during the month. I mean, you guys are high speed though. Y'all all have all that stuff planned out and allocated already. I just kind of shoot by the hip with some things. But let me know if you got an extra paycheck this month, how you accounted for it, how you allocated it. Did you use it to pay off debt? Did you use it to fund the sinking fund? Did you use it to put into your emergency fund? And as always, hey, I appreciate you all tuning in. Hey, very welcome. Yeah, sometimes I wish my YouTube friends were like my real life in-person friends, because most people, when I talk about finances, think I'm crazy. I talk about money and investing and getting real estate, and it consumes. I could talk about that stuff, not all day, but I could talk about that stuff in depth for a long time, and most people really look at me like I'm crazy. So, hey, I really appreciate y'all. I love that y'all chime in and comment, and I try to get back to all y'all comments, and I love following y'all journey. So I appreciate it. Y'all take care. Be safe. Peace.